What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the week of New Year's. We're here to talk about the fishing report in Devils Lake, North Dakota, and who better to do so? Nick. How you doing, Nick?
Not too bad, Pat. How are you doing today?
I'm
Happy New
doing
Year.
well, brother. I'm doing well. Looks like I'm not as good as you. You're out ice fishing, but before we get into the nuts and bolts and stuff, tell us who you are.
I'm Nick Fautsch. I'm the owner-operator of Nick's Devils Lake Guide Service here on Devils Lake, North Dakota.
Sweet. How's the ice? Before we get into anything else, Nick, how's the ice, boss?
Ice seems pretty darn good, Pat. I mean, you're anywhere from 14 to 17. I mean, to be honest, I stopped measuring here about 3-4 days ago because it's kind of really consistent, good ice. The ridges are, I mean, there's the normal ones that are in their typical spots are still there. Watch out for those, of course, but it's not one of them years with all the extra ones and slush. It's really good conditions right now. Very little snow. Yeah, perfect conditions for traveling.
Excellent. So all the landings are all the do it on your own people out there. They can do all the access points are easy access. Everything else is going on.
Yeah, all the accesses should be pretty good. We had a little blizzard the other day, but nothing that didn't get pushed out of the way already. But yeah, accesses shouldn't have no snow in them. Should be pretty darn good right now on all of them. I mean, obviously I haven't been to all of them, but I would assume they're all pretty darn good.
Sure, and the no tracks required. You said a little bit of snow. Wheels are easy. Obviously, you got to watch out for some of those drifts and everything else, but.
Yeah, there's a few little pillow drifts out on the lake. I mean, they'll get hard here after a couple days, and you'll be able to drive right over them. Four-wheelers, snow, side by side, no tracks. Well, definitely not necessary right now. That can change any day around here, though. You know that.
Yeah. Hey, but right now, so we are again. We are the week of the New Year, and the ice is good. The access points are good. Everything is safe travel and now everything else. Now we get into the fun stuff, Nick. Tell us what's going on with the fishing, man. Where are you at? What are you doing? I mean, obviously not spot on the spot, but just kind of the depth ranges and what you're seeing as far as water clarity, what you're seeing as far as what your presentation is, all that other good stuff. Fill us in, brother.
I'm looking on the west side of the lake. So I've been fishing the west side of the lake, the Minnewacan Flats area, Graham's Island area, Dock Hagen, 6 Mile Bay. Scooted over to Fort Totten. That's about as far east as I've been so far. Did a little bit of the feeder lake stuff. That stuff is pretty decent. I mean, they got a little more ice up there even yet because that was froze some of the real early stuff. Fishing's kind of been going with the weather. We've been getting some blizzards and fog, and one day they bite, one day it's kind of watching them on TV, to be honest with you. And you're grinding. If everybody can pick up 5, 6, 7 fish that day, and a tough day, that's a pretty good tough day in my book around here. But the day that they bite, it's fun. If you come for 2 days, you're probably going to get a tough day and a good day. It's kind of it seems to be the MO lately.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what kind of depth range are you concentrating on? Kind of across the board, or you got the
pretty darn shallow most of it, Pat. Under I'd say most of it under 15, but definitely under 20. A lot of brush pile stuff, shallow rock pile stuff. As you can see, I'm sitting in my snow bear. I got the advantage I can hit 10, 12 spots in a day without even walking outside. So I've been kind of milk running spots. Kill it and catch the active ones. Give it an hour tops. Go to the next one. Catch the active ones. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Just repeating that all day long. If you can gather up 10 spots and say 7 of them put out fish, you got a nice pail of fish at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You are you noticing any color? Color working better than the others? Oh yeah, you can catch one while we're on camera here. Come on, man.
I wish I could. My two favorite Devil's Lake colors are both on this jig. One side is Wonder Bread, and the other side is gold.
Okay, very cool.
Yep. Wonder Bread gold. Anything perch pattern's always good here. That's one of the main forages around here is perch and white bass and white. Anything white kind of goes with that Wonder Bread stuff. Haven't even monkeyed around with much else, to be honest with you. Gold tungstens for the perch, gold and fire tiger tungstens are kind of my two favorite perch tungstens. When you're putting those spikes and waxies on those, you're going after them perch. That's those are my two favorite colors for that too. I don't really rotate a lot of colors, Pat.
Yeah.
Well,
So you got your
gold and white and perch colors are kind of the staple here for me anyway.
okay. So are you finding, obviously every day is different, but are you finding that you're doing a lot better as far as more of a still presentation? Do you like to rip it a little bit more? What's your jigging technique or jigging cadence, if you will?
Yeah, I mean the fish kind of dictate that every day. I mean we got the live scope going. You can't quite see it. I got it up on the TV here, and you can see what the fish are going to do. If they're the first couple come in and they freight train that thing, I mean no doubt about it. Straight to it, put the flaps down, come up, whack it. You can jig it pretty good. If you catch one of those tougher days though, and they'll come in, they're pretty sluggish. It looks like that water's real thick down there. They're just barely moving, and they'll come in, and it's tough to get them to break their plane and come up towards your jig to chase it. So those days, it's a lot more subtle. You're kind of hanging that thing in there, a couple little bounces, let it look at it, a couple little bounces, let it look at it, and then just wave it in front of its nose, and that'll get them to suck that sucker in once in a while. So every day is that, but yeah, you kind of let the fish dictate how you're going to do it today. The first couple schools that come in tell you a lot as far as what kind of attitude the fish are going to be in that day.
Sure. So if I was looking at coming out with a group of people, now Nick, you don't have your own lodging, but you do work through one or two, or how does one set up lodging, and most importantly, how does one be able to sit in that snow bear with you and chase some fish, man?
Yeah, man, that'd be awesome. Come on out. Yeah, we got I do a package deal with Dakota Sunset Resort. They got 4 beautiful cabins there. They're 3 years old. I mean, I'm telling you, if you had to have a hunting or fishing cabin somewhere in the world, this is the design you'd want. They're perfect for what they're for. Uh, to get a hold of Sean, you can get a hold of Sean at Dakota Sunset or myself at Nick's Devil's Lake Guide Service to book either the Snow Bear or the Snow Bear and lodging package, or just some lodging with Sean if you're doing it yourself or guy, or just some snow bear fishing with me if you have your own lodging. If you want to stay at a hotel or you stay at any other establishments in Devil's Lake, I mean, there's lots of options around. But yeah, just simple phone calls the best way to get a hold of me, Pat.
Yeah, we'll put that information on the bottom. But is there anything else that that we need to know about out there? Anything else that you want us to hang our hat on at the end of the day, right? Why anything, fill us in.
Well, it's been so far. It's been a pretty nice winter. I don't know where everybody's at. It is kind of empty out here, to be honest with you. So, and that is what I like. That is perfect in my book. You got all kinds of untouched ice out here to go find these fish. There's no big crowds. I mean, it's get out of that big jam of party houses, and you can come out here and you can spend the whole day on the lake, and there's nobody, and that's right up my alley.
Yeah, we actually talked about that in the past, a couple of the past Fisher reports, and I'm glad that you brought that up because nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd, and nothing depletes a bite like a crowd either. So to get out
Yeah.
on the edge, you're kind of confirming exactly what we've talked about in the past with either other guides from that area or from personal experience. But once you go to Devil's Lake, just like Nick was saying, you can stay at the lodging. Either you can rent the cabin over at Dakota Sunset that he has packages through. If you are staying over at the hotels or another lodge, Nick is certainly available to hire as a guide. He doesn't have to go exclusively through them. So, make sure that, and we'll put the contact information on the report here for anybody and everybody that's looking at coming out and to go fishing with you, Nick. And like myself, coming from Wisconsin, I'll be out there end of January, and I hope our paths cross and we can, wet a line together. But I certainly appreciate it, and thank you for your time. Most and foremost, and the other thing that we'd like to do is wish everybody a happy New Year. I don't want to say the clock's turned, but the year turns here, and you're going to be watching this as you're making your plans to go out for the new year. Make sure that everybody stays safe, and while you're with your friends and family, kind of plan a trip and you know, again, Nick's contact information will be right here. You can reach him, and have a safe and happy New Year, everybody. I appreciate your time, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody out there, have a happy New Year and tight lines. Be safe on the ice, and hope to see you in Devil's Lake.
Sounds good. Thanks, man.
Yep. Have a good afternoon, Pat.
Yeah, you as well.
Thank you. I will. Time to move.
Get after it.
We're doing it. We're doing it.